How you doing, guys? Welcome to another episode. And in this episode we're gonna do lower ball joint on the Honda Accord. Things that you're gonna need a bunch of ratchets and sockets. We have everything right here. We're gonna need cotter pins. You're gonna need torque wrench, a 36mm socket for the center lug nut, ratchet, impact screwdriver. You're gonna need also this ball joint separator, and you're gonna need this snap ring plier set. And the first thing that you need to do, you gotta remove your tire, and I'm gonna show you step by step in this video how you do the whole process on removing that lower ball joint. So let's jack up the car and then we start the process. Okay, after you remove your tire, you put your jack stand and you block the rear tire so your car doesn't move. Give it a little shake, make sure it's stable. And first thing that we need to do, we're gonna remove the caliper. So there is two bolts, one in here, one on the bottom, and the whole assembly of the caliper coming off. And after that, we're removing this pin right here on top for the upper control arm. Then we're gonna remove this pin right here for the boot, because I'm gonna show you how to put the cambers too. For those that watched my last video on what not to do to your car, I was using some cheap upper control arm camber kits. So I'm gonna put in this video how easy it is just to put the strut down so you can replace this. You remove this pin, this I think is 17mm. So you remove the boot from the strut. We want to remove this bolt right here, take off the pin from the tie rod. Then on the bottom we're removing this pin, this another 17mm, and then we remove this nut for the lower ball joint. We want to remove center lug nut, and that's the 36mm, so you can get access to your lower ball joint. You will have to disassemble pretty much everything in here. To remove the caliper, you want to need a 17mm. Don't let the brake rest on the brake line. Set them on the side, and I'm gonna go and grab a bungee cord so we can remove it. I already removed the screws for the rotor. We're gonna remove these two 10mm. You have 10mm right here. They hold the brake line. Another on top in here is this one hold the sensor, the speed sensor, and that one right here too. Now that we remove the bolts from the speed sensor, you have it right here on the bottom. There's another 10mm, and because I've been working so much in this car, I don't have problems. But probably if yours is rusty, you have to put some W40 or maybe some whatever penetrating oil you have, and let it soak for a little bit, because this is plastic and you can break that one. You have to be very careful with that one. Okay, it's another 10mm. And as you can see, mine is it's loose because I've been working a lot on this car. Set that one on the side. I didn't use a bungee cord, I just put this with the brake caliper on top of this little toolbox. If you don't have power tools, I recommend you to do this while you have your tire on. The only thing you need to do, you're gonna have to remove your tire. Okay, so you remove the center cover, then put your tire back on the car, and then you break loose this nut. Don't take it all the way, you just break it loose. But if you don't have power tools, you should do that, so you don't have the car in the air. It's gonna be a little bit of trouble for you to remove it. But if you have power tools, well, you can do it just on the air. So we're gonna do that right now. It went out easy. But if you never work on the car before and it's kind of rusty, what you're gonna do, you're gonna put your center lug nut again on the car, and what you're gonna do is just keep it flush. The bolt, you're gonna keep it flush, and then you're gonna hit it with a hammer, so in order for you to loosen up this drive shaft. Next thing that we have to do, remove those pins. Okay, this is a 17mm, one on top as well. In order for you to remove it, the only thing you have to do, just give it a little whack in here, not on the nut, not on the bolt, just on the side, so it gets loose. Okay, after I give it a little, I hit it with a hammer. You can see bottom one is already loose. Top one, you can hit it here on the side. You have one point right here, on top too, so it get loose. We already loosen up the nut. So let's give it a little whack. As you can see, it's loose now, and I already removed that one. The only thing we have to do, remove the lower ball joint nut, and then we're gonna have access to remove everything. The bottom one is 18mm. So let's remove it. We don't take it, the nut, we don't take the nut all the way. Let's just leave it right there. And I know that you can get a ball joint separator. I don't have one, so what I'm gonna do, the same thing. Give it a little whack so we can loosen it up. As you can see, it's already loose. We remove the nut. Okay, everything has been removed. So the only thing we need to do right now, just get it out, and that's it. As you can see here, we already removed the knuckle, and if you can see, this ball joint is not really in bad condition. It makes a lot of noise, especially when it's cold. And I know that when you lower a car, this is one of the weak points. You know, you put a lot of stress on your lower ball joints. And a few months ago, I already removed I put new bearings in it, so that's why it was kind of easy for me to remove everything. And why I changing this, like I said, when I turn, sometimes it makes noise, and I know that it doesn't feel really bad, but when I change it anyways, because I know that I bought this one in another power store, so I should buy a Honda. And my other side, on the passenger side, I already put the Honda. And you should go for, when you lower a car, and you wanna change your ball joints, you should go to Honda and get the right part for it. Okay, so I'm gonna get the press and everything. I'm gonna press this out, guys. I was checking the ball joint kit, and I couldn't find anything, because if you can see in this course, I don't know if you can see right there, it's got a little groove, so any of the tubes for the ball joint kit, it's gonna hit the ball joint itself, so I'm not gonna be able to press it out. I don't find any way for me to put the tube in here so I can press out this ball joint. So I'm gonna use the method that I used last time. I'm gonna put my 36mm socket. I'm gonna put it here inside, and I'm gonna hit it with a hammer. So that's the only way that I know how to do this service on the ball joints. So that's what I'm gonna do this time again. So as you can see right there, you're gonna see how I press it out. I think the 36mm socket helped him out a little bit, but it doesn't go all the way out because it's kind of too big for it. Instead, I'm gonna use this 1/4. So with this one, we're gonna get it all the way out. And as you can see, all ball joint is out, and obviously we damaged the rubber sealant, but grease in the inside, it was already dry, so I think that's why it was making the noise when I was turning. Okay guys, I'm gonna press my ball joint, and the only thing you need to do is just put a little bit, not too much, just a little bit of lubricant. You can put the knuckle, you can put it on the ball joint, and just a little bit, not too much. Just make sure the ball joint is gonna go in easily, and make sure there is no dirt inside or any contamination. So let's put the ball joint. Make sure that it goes, you start it straight, because if you start it in angle, you're gonna ruin the ball joint. You're gonna have to go get a new one. Okay, and in this case, to press down the ball joint, what you have to do is have a cylinder from your kit bigger than the ball joint. So this one is gonna sit just on the knuckle. It's not gonna sit on the ball joint, and you're gonna press from this side. You're gonna press it. This was the setup. This little one goes inside. Okay, on this side I put this one. Obviously I have the tube inside, and then this one, as you can see, is a long tube, so it goes all the way around the ball joint. Okay, so that goes like that. This one goes on top, and then on this side you put this one right here. Obviously you clamp, and then you press it down. And now let's just start putting everything together. So I'm gonna fast forward in this so you can see pretty much, you know already this. You just have to put everything back the way it came out, and we're gonna start with this one. have a little kit set here with pins. I'm gonna put new pin in here. I'm gonna put new pin in the tie rod, and then put everything back together, torque it to specs. So there you have it, guys. Another quick video. I think I covered pretty much everything with the struts, lower ball joints, and how to remove everything. If you have any comments, throw them down below. I hope you like this video. I hope this video helped you. If you want to do lower ball joints or whatever you want to do in your suspension, just if you have the right tool, you can do whatever you want, guys. You can do everything easy, and it's not really something out of this world. Anybody can do it, save some money too. So I hope you like this video, guys, and I'm gonna put everything back together, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, and I'll see you in the next one.